Hey there! It's been a little while since I recorded a video about my journey in the yoga teacher training program. So part of that was because I was super crazy busy and went out of town for a week to surprise my best friend, dressing up in a tutu and tiara as the 40 fairy to surprise her in her driveway when she came out to go to work. So that was fantastic. But it kind of like ate into my time as I was trying to also study and learn Sanskrit and write scripts for classes and things like that. And I have to be honest, I'm having a hard time. I'm struggling with the academics, which is not where I normally struggle. And so I think I was a little bit nervous about posting. I thought, well, what can I say? I'm struggling. I'm having a hard time. But then one day when I was driving home from class, I had this realization that the people I most enjoy watching or following on Facebook or YouTube are not the ones who are the people with the answers. I don't really love experts. If you know the answer to my life, please, by all means, come live it. That kind of presence actually turns me off. The ones that I love to follow are the ones who are still learning themselves. The people who say, I've learned some things and I want to share them with you and I'm not quite altogether sure I've got it figured out, but it sure is fun trying. And that kind of gave me the freedom to realize it doesn't matter if I'm good at the academics. It doesn't matter if I can ever do a backbend properly. It doesn't matter if I can do full splits or the fancy poses. What matters is that I'm learning and I'm trying and I'm discovering so many things about myself. I've gotten emotional in just about every class for the last 2 weeks, like crying on the mat emotional, just uncovering things that I thought were long gone and emotions that I didn't know what to do with. And so those are the kind of things that are worth sharing. I don't have the answers. I certainly don't have your answers. I can barely find my own answers. But the one principle that kind of stuck with me in this last week was when we were trying to do a backbend. We call this pose the wheel. I would tell you the Sanskrit, but I already admitted I'm not great at it. And we were doing different variations as we kind of built up to the final pose, which I have never been able to get into. And so I did a couple of the variations. And then there was a variation I hadn't tried where part of what stops me from being able to do it is that I lack flexibility in my wrists and my shoulders. I think I have the strength, but I just don't have the flexibility. So I looked at my partner that I was working with and I was like, I think I could do it. And he said, you can definitely do it. And so I tried and I did. And it was this thought about strength versus flexibility that has been rattling around in my mind for the last couple of days. And as a teacher in corporate America or a facilitator who goes to work with groups, I have to say that 99% of the time, the group has the strength to do just about anything they set their minds to. What they lack 99% of the time is the flexibility. So a lot of times we have dreams and we're not sure, oh, I'm not strong enough, I'm not ready yet. And the flexibility comes here, the belief. It's not a physical flexibility, but a mental flexibility. So that is my invitation to you this week. Check out the things that you aren't doing but want to be doing, or goals that you have that you've put off because you're just, it's not my thing, I can't do it. Or just someplace in your life where you believe that you have the strength, but you know that you need to work on your flexibility. So that's my thought from the yoga mat this week. I hope you find it useful. I will try and get back on a regular schedule now that I don't have any more trips planned for a little while. And I hope you're enjoying these thoughts. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below and I'm happy to answer questions or anything about yoga, poses, postures, whatever I do know. If I don't know the answer, I can always look it up. And I don't know is a perfectly acceptable answer. I'm learning that as well. So that's my thought for the day. Hope you go out and make it a good one. Take care and I'll see you again soon.